Hey, my name is Ash Singh. I'm a funded trader and entrepreneur, and I'm still hustling my way through life. So, this video is all about how Luke Belmar is full of shit and he scammed me multiple times. So, this is of course a cheap clickbait because if you haven't listened to Luke yet, you must be living under the rock. This video can be one of the most important videos of your entrepreneur journey because if you implement these gems which I'm about to tell you in your business, then you can definitely succeed way faster than whatever you are doing right now. And of course, I learned all of this through you. So it's first thing first, your positioning and whom you surround yourself with, right? So let's say you are doing X business in your city, right? You don't have to go too far in your country and research the whole world. Just find the best people in your city currently to start with and find ways to provide them some value, right? And how you can do it, you can just simply research them throughout. You can track their schedule, the places they go, right? And then find out ways. Maybe they must be looking for a farmhouse, some property. Maybe they must be having problems in their love life. They must be needing girls. They are bad with girls, or any kind of value you can provide in their business and their life. And just try to place yourself in that void which they are experiencing, right? And once they find out you and you can fix that problem through your authenticity and your skills, then they will definitely incorporate you in their life and you can learn immense value from them. And now when you are there in their life, now it's a total value exchange. You can gain value from them by providing value to them, right? So it's simple. Now the second point is acquiring unconventional wisdom. Now it can sound like a complex thing, but it's very easy. You have to look for the ways to acquire knowledge which only few people can get their hands on. And now how you can do it? You can do it through communities, private communities, the books. People don't read books nowadays. I myself also, I'm a big podcast junkie. I just learn by hearing. But Luke taught me this, that if you read books, you are having access to the knowledge which most of the people are neglecting, they are ignoring, and they don't want to put in the work to read books. Now after books, some other ways to acquire that unconventional wisdom is to research civilizations, other areas of the world, other languages, and learn how they think, basically. So giving you an example, let's say if you are in USA and you might not know what's happening in China or in Nigeria, right? So you can study the successful people there, or whatever business you are in, you can study the successful people in that business in those countries and then replicate that model in your country, because chances are high that the masses in your country might not know about that thing which is working over there. So you can make money by replicating that in your country or do whatever with it, right? So this is also one of the ways to make more money. Now the third point is educating yourself in finance. Now people think that they are financially literate, they know it all of that stuff. But trust me, no one knows it all, and you have to understand that how your country prints money, how USA prints money, how Federal Reserve was formed, what's their financial policy, what big giants like BlackRock, Vanguard, and the companies in your country, let's say, are doing. So knowing all of this will help you to position yourself again. Remember the point I talked about when I talked about positioning, right? So this will help you to position in front of those opportunities when you know when to invest, when you know your country's policies and all of that stuff. And now it isn't easy, right? That's why it's for you. That's why how it will help you to make you more money, because others aren't willing to do that. So this way you can position yourself in front of those opportunities which others can't see. When to invest, when to not. One more thing I want to highlight about money here is money is energy, right? You have to understand that. And if you don't know how energy is generated, then you can't generate it yourself, right? That's why it's important to know how money is made and then spend it and leverage its power to generate you more money, more energy, I believe. Now the fourth point is building a self-sustaining business. Now what I mean by this is, once you are doing good, your business is doing okay, you are generating revenue from it, now it's your job to automate it and build out systems, right? Now one of the analogies which I again learned from Luke the butterfly and the garden analogy, right? And I was mind blown away by it when I heard it. That you have to, when you try to create a self-sustaining business, you have to create an environment. Let's say if you are trying to catch some butterflies with a net, right? Net is you and butterfly is your clients. As soon as you remove those nets, the butterflies will fly away. Instead, when you build up a garden, water those plants, have various insects, animals, and create a habitat where butterflies can live, then they will automatically come to you themselves, right? Similarly, this is how it works in business. You have to generate an environment, create an environment, and it takes time, right? You can't do it in a day. It takes time, it takes years of consistency to build that environment where butterflies, which means your clients, can come to you themselves. So when we talk about creating a brand, creating those values, it's all about this, creating that garden where people can come themselves and trust you and buy your product and generate you more money. Now the fifth point is your mindset. You must have heard people saying that you have to have that big mindset, think big, all of that. What I realized in my journey is that mindset and your work ethic works like this. At the top, it's mindset, then your work, then mindset, then your work. And this is a continuous cycle. So what I mean by this is, let's say you want to start a business and you got that idea and you are motivated about it. So that's the mindset. That will help you to start. Now, once you get started, you have to put in the work which is congruent to the thoughts you had, right? This big, right? So you have to put in the work which is this big, not this much, right? Then only you can generate the results. Now, when your business is doing good, you are generating revenue, then again, the mindset thing. To scale and to build a system, build that habitat I talked about, right? So this way, the mindset and the work cycle work. Now these are some of the most important 5 foundations I learned from book. I learned a lot more, but yeah, these are the 5 things which I incorporated in my life, and these have totally transformed the way I think basically. So again, the way you think is the way you act, and then you generate money.